Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nick here from Swain's FIFA, and it's been a long time actually since I've sat down and done a video. Um, so I'm gonna be a bit rusty. Obviously, I've got my notes on my other monitor over here. Um, about what we saw and what we know about FIFA 21, FIFA 21. Gotta get used to that. FIFA 21 Ultimate Team, and just in general about FIFA 21. All right, so starting off just about the cover stars. We know Kylian Mbappe is the brand new cover star. Now, the reason why I say cover star is because there's three other foot ambassadors alongside him, but we're not sure if they're going to be cover stars as such. We're not sure if they're going to be um, on multiple covers, because we know Mbappe is currently on all the covers in the foot store. So we're just not sure. So all the other ambassadors alongside Kylian Mbappe, possibly the other cover stars with Kylian Mbappe, are Erling Haaland, or however you say his name, Haaland, João Felix from Atletico Madrid, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, the best right back in world football at the moment. They are all the cover stars alongside Kylian Mbappe. It would be cool to see all of them as cover stars, just like we've seen multiple cover stars over the years of FIFA, but I'm sure Eric Cantona, who we'll get into later, will probably be the other cover star for probably the Ultimate Edition. Anyway, going into the gameplay, there is a new agile dribbling system. Obviously, this is to try and help the responsiveness of the game, is what they said. It's to help get responsive dribbling footwork in the game, make your players feel a lot faster and a lot more smooth and easier to control in game. And with creative runs is another big thing that was in gameplay. I'm not going to go through every single dot point because some of them are just, who cares. But creative runs is a good one, because they didn't mention this in the patch notes, but the Master Box, who's also an Australian YouTuber, a career mode YouTuber, but is an Australian YouTuber, he said he's actually been able to try FIFA 21. So obviously for all their game changes, they've given them a code or something to put into the Xbox PlayStation store to get hands on with the game. He said that the higher your player is, the better runs they do and the better defensive positioning. Which is kind of cool in a sense. Obviously, if they remove FIFA points or if they remove the loot boxes, if they remove packs from the store, you can only get packs from grinding the game, doing objectives, playing FUT Champs, Division Rival, Squad Battles, the draft, whatnot. But they leave FIFA points there so you can actually go out and say, spend $100, you can get a guaranteed icon pack. The better players like the Mbappes, who you saw in the trailer, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, they will do the best possible runs because they got the best possible attacking mentality. And the better defenders like a Sergio Ramos, a Van Dijk, Maldini, a Rio Ferdinand, they'd be in better spots defensively to be able to cut passing lanes and get the ball. Now, the reason why I feel like it's a bit of an issue is particularly in defense. We've always been like, oh, we need to get rid of AI defending. This is just making AI defending a lot more reasonable, I guess, but possibly a lot more overpowered. A lot of people are gonna know this. They're gonna spend a lot of money on the game, or coins are gonna be easy, like it does get every year. It gets a lot more easier. And they're going to get those Van Dijks, those Maldinis, those Rio Ferdinands, whatnot, to be able to AI defend and only use your CDMs to defend. That is my only issue. But I guess they are balancing it out a lot more with attackers being able to make those better runs, because, this year especially really pissed us all off when your defenders are being able to cut down passing lanes, but when you're in the attack, you have to manually trigger those runs, especially with your team season, Mbappe's team season, Neymar's. You have to press LB to make them go for that run. You have to press RB to make them come towards you. Whereas you shouldn't. A better player will be able to make those runs by themselves. So I give them props on, balancing it out a lot more and whatnot. Good addition, but we'll have to see how OPA defending is with the lower defenders, I guess, as well. Like the small Deanies and stuff. Career mode. I know a lot of you guys watching will want to hear career mode news. Interactive match sim. Probably the biggest one we saw in the trailer where Erling Haaland was doing his celebration and came up with this image, this galaxy type image. Interactive match sim is a cool one. Obviously, you're gonna have this 2D image like in Football Manager, where you'll be able to see all the players making the runs, passing the ball around. But that's not the main point. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. But you're also able to go out of it and go into the game. So you could be simming the game at one point. Say you're down 1-1, it gets to the 75th minute. You need a push for that goal. You can go straight into the game, try and push for that goal, get the win. So it's going to be a lot more adaptive for those career mode guys. It's going to be very interesting to see what those career mode guys do, whether they do a full simulation or if they're, at the latter stage of the season. They need a win for promotion. They need a win to get into Champions League, They need a win to secure champions of their league. They could go into that game, 75th minute, push for that late winning goal. Ramped growth system, obviously the potentials. I feel like this isn't really new, but apparently they've done it on a much more higher level. Usually the revamped growth system is just, giving some younger players higher potentials. But apparently some higher rated players still have really good potentials. Like, I think you can actually get a young player that can get to 99 potential. I'm not sure how it works, but they've revamped it apparently more than they usually do. We're going to have to see how that works. I'm probably going to have to ask the career mode guys like Master Bucks, how that exactly works. He's actually been able to get into the game and be able to use it. He actually said that when you go into, going back to interactive match sim where you can go into and out of match sim, there's no loading screen. You press to go into the game, you're in the game, which is quite cool. FIFA 21. Foot 21 is where we're back now. Co-op Ultimate Team, something we've been waiting for ages. It was in FIFA 15 where you could do co-op seasons. It's back. You can play division rivals and squad battles on co-op with your mate, which is quite cool. It's not in Foot Champs, which a lot of people were saying it would be cool if it was in Foot Champs. It's not in Foot Champs, unfortunately. So maybe that could come with FIFA 22, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm quite glad it's not in Foot Champs, by the way, because EA wouldn't be smart enough to say, people that are doing co-op Foot Champs can only verse people doing co-op Foot Champs to make it fair. They wouldn't think that it would be a person playing by himself could match against two people, probably. I feel like that's how it's going to work in division rivals. The person that's playing together can verse somebody that's playing by themselves. So it's going to be unfair for that point. But as long as you can play division rivals with your mates, who cares, right? Division rivals isn't that big of a deal. Once if you're a good player like myself, like many of you guys probably, once you're in Foot Champs, once you get the qualification for Foot Champs, you won't need to play rivals ever again. Which I didn't play much rivals. I didn't even get to 100 wins in rivals. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. I'll be definitely playing rivals a lot more with my mate, especially with this series I'm gonna come with. I might play rivals with him, do a few videos with him in rivals, just to see how it works. You can customize your own team. Yes. Now, I feel like this isn't what we all are alluding it to as it is, but what they're seeming it as it is you can create your own badge and you can create your own kits. If this is what it is, if you can create your own badge and your own kits, Yes, yeah, you can do it in pro clubs. You can do it in pro clubs. Why can't you do it in an Ultimate Team? I think we're gonna be able to now to have the chance to create your own badge and kits. So Independence can have his Team Sweat kits and badge, and Nick28T can have his N28T stuff. So it's gonna be cool. Gonna be cool to see how that works, and hopefully it is what we're all thinking it is, where you can create your own badge and kits. And the biggest one for Foot 21 is your club will transfer from old gen to new gen. So if you're like me, who will get the next gen console as soon as it drops around Christmas time, then you don't need to worry. You will get your account that you've worked for a month or two on straight to new gen, so you're not at a disadvantage. Which is a big thing, because I know a lot of games. There obviously are games that don't have that much rating, or they don't have that much budget, but they've said that if you get the new gen console, you won't be able to transfer your kills or whatever, your account, to the new gen. So for FIFA to have this is big, and I mean it should have been a guaranteed that we had this, because for a game like FIFA where it's so dependent on grinding the game, if you grind the game for 2 months and then the new gen console comes out, you get it, you obviously get FIFA 21 if you pre-order it with both consoles. At least you don't have to worry about having to do the grind all over again. You got it where it is. And finally, Volta. There is only one key point, because nobody gives two craps about Volta, but you can play with your friends. So, although Volta was the most played game mode in FIFA 20, because we all had to play it at the start, which is the main reason why, you can actually play with your friends now. So, for once, maybe it will be the most played game mode in FIFA, because you can play with everybody. Maybe FUT won't be the most played game mode of the year. Maybe it will be Volta for once. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today. That's all we know about FIFA 21 so far. If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and notification bell. Let's try and push for 200 subscribers before FUT 21. I'll be back soon, hopefully. We get more news in August for that news. Have a good one, guys, and peace.